Welcome to another segment of the Pickled Punks. Well, maybe I'm.
You know what I was thinking of is The Exorcist.
Oh yeah, continue.
Well, there's this movie, kind of famous.
Oh yeah, keep talking.
Involves a priest and possessed young women and demons, and I don't remember much more about The Exorcist. But
those are the general
themes. When you could pick it up.
I think Linda Blair was
make
in
some
it.
parallels.
Yeah. Yes, there was a priest in this movie, just like The Exorcist.
Plus, this movie took place kind of inexplicably in the 60s, which I don't know if that has anything to do with being similar to The Exorcist, but like, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that in The Exorcist, the priest had some unresolved conflict with his wife. I think that had died as well. Yeah, it's a stretch because I can't remember the movie well enough, but I thought that the priest was conflicted in The Exorcist, much the same as he is in Ouija.
Yeah, I think it was something about his mother. That's what it was in The Exorcist, that he was caring for his mother.
Yeah.
But no, there's definitely some themes that are similar. Just in the general, like using the priest to contact the spirits and kind of that's like when you first start to feel like something weird is going on, is when the priest shows up and it's like the first one to be like, no, I believe you. Like, your daughter's not lying. She's talking to spirits. They're just not who you think they are.
Right. He had all those little mental tricks that he used to suss out what was actually influencing.
He was like the expert coming in to be like, this is real. And I gotta, like, he talks about contacting the diocese, like have them come.
Actually, I have a little piece here from a website called ChristianAnswers.net. Christian Answers.
Questions.
So, it basically was almost a review of this movie. I stumbled across it when I was, yeah. So basically there's a part here where it talks about spiritual, or I guess spirits throughout the world or in the world and their believability or whatever. So I'll just read this brief couple of things. Okay. So it says, of course, the Bible does not agree that human spirits are haunting places and possessing the living. And it likewise denies that there may be contacted for information. And then it says in quotes, the dead know nothing.
Wow.
And then it says, God even commands, do not turn to mediums or consult spirits, or you will be defiled.
Yeah, it's like sacrilegious.
And then they basically say that now we know that there is a demonic realm that does exist, and Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. So if someone were to actually make an occult contact with a seemingly nice spirit, it should be presumed dark, deceptive, and dangerous.
So it's possible to have the kind of demonic contact they propose in this movie, but it won't be nice demons.
That's exactly what they're saying.
That's the Christian position?
Well, that's based on that website. They're basically saying that, yeah, if you did get in contact with a spirit, it would have to be a dark spirit because good spirits do not communicate with humans.
Fact checking.
Just based on what they said. And I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Why bother praying then?
Well, I think the idea is that you pray and that the faith is that you're sending a message up, but you don't expect to get a voice back. And if you're getting a voice back, it must be a manipulative, dark spirit.
In the movie, Doris prays at the beginning and talks to her dad and even says, I like talking to him rather than God. And then later on, through the Ouija board, she gets to really talk to him. Yeah.
Well, I'm just comparing it to the Bible's stance as opposed to just what happened in the movie. But yeah, so I just throwing it out there. So if you end up talking to a spirit, it's a bad one.
Assume the worst.
Yeah. I mean, how many movies have you watched where a good spirit comes through and it ends up being like a nice person?
You know,
Casper. There's all those Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yeah.
Yes,
at
but
first,
didn't he have asshole brothers who came up and said, they started messing with people? Basically, even if it start off...
What?
Casper's asshole
brothers. Don't you remember that, Casper, and then he had like 3 brother ghosts who were jerks.
Oh,
Jasper.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but they were jerks in like a joking manner. They're like pranksters.
Yes, but still, even if you start off talking to a friendly spirit, you're just opening yourself up for those evil spirits to contact. And that's all they're doing. They're sitting out. They're waiting for the opportunity to contact, take over your body, make you do stupid things.
Can I
stop
say,
talking to spirits.
Yeah, and this is when the movie was still pretty good, is earlier on. It has that like bubblegum pop sort of feel. It's like a 60s movie. And then they're like, oh, we're going through hard times. Oh, shit, we found a ghost who gave us a butt ton of cash. You know, you're like, maybe this is a cool ghost. Like, you know, he's going to like, oh, it's helping. We can reach out to people and like, you know, talk to their dead parents. And everyone's really happy. It's going to turn out great for everyone. Like,
and the dead hid the money in the same bones. Where the Nazi doctor kept all his victims.
I thought actually it was Nazi money, and they communicated that as a baiting technique. So it was an evil spirit telling the daughter where Nazi gold was essentially, and they used that as this must be a good person because they provided money.
Yeah, don't you remember? There's no good spirits.
I thought they had read that. I thought they covered the fact that the money had come from the doctor's victims. She mentioned like the little girl Doris at some point in the movie said that it came from the others. Okay. So it's like he had that one little case full of all their IDs, and then he had the little bank bag full of all their cash. He must have thrown the wallets away, though. They didn't see any wallets.
There was a furnace there,
too.
He
kept their skulls, but, you know.
Who needs all that leather?
Well, he's got plenty of leather. Human skin leather.
Oh. Okay. Well, is that your Exorcist? That's
my Exorcist.
That's his Exorcist. Figure that out.